And the little subheading under fractions is adding them. It's adding and subtracting. Adding and subtracting. Let me give you an example, and then we shall discuss. Let's say that you have 2/4 plus 1/4. Let's look at our steps. Step number 1, probably a third of you won't do, and I will mark you wrong, and you'll get a bad grade because of it. But eventually you'll see my point. The first thing you need to do when you add or subtract fractions is you need to write them up and down. In other words, a lot of times when you see it in the book, it'll be written sideways like that. One of my unfortunate rules is you need to write it up and down. Just like that. I know that's difficult. Some people will struggle with that, but that's what you need to do. You need to write them up and down. Now, before we go on to step number 2, let's look at a visual of this. Okay. If you have a circle cut into fourths, and you have 2 of them, so there's my 2/4. I'm going to erase the rest of this. There's my 2/4. It's a nice looking 2/4, isn't it? And then you have add another 4th onto that. If I have 2/4 and I add 1/4 to it, I am almost willing to bet that somebody can probably tell me what I have when I add those together there. Kara, I have 3/4. Now please note that I don't have 3/8. These are not eighth pieces that I put together, they were 1/4 pieces, so 1, 2, 3, 1/4, 3/4, not 3/8. Because I see a lot of kids say, well, since I'm adding, I add 2 plus 1 and I get 3, and 4 plus 4, I get 8, that's 3/8. Negatory, and that's where we write down the next little rule here. When you add fractions together, step number 2, the first thing you must do is you need to make them what we call common denominators. And by that I mean make sure that the bottoms are the same. You won't have to worry about this because for now they will be for you. Which just simply means this. In order for us to add fractions together, the bottom numbers have to be the same. Okay, they both have to be 4s. As we get older, a little bit later on, they won't be the same. We'll have to fix that. Okay, but for right now, you know that just needs to be our second rule. You won't have to worry about this one, so you'll be able to skip right to number 3. Okay, so what do? You need to add or subtract, depending if it's a subtraction problem, the tops. By the way, the top of a fraction is called the numerator. And what do you do with the bottom numbers? You keep the same bottom number, which is called the denominator. Just like we did here. We added the 2 top numbers, we got 3, kept the same bottom number, which is a 4, 3/4. And then this next one, you just need to write down because it's not something you're going to do now, but eventually you will. Are you writing this down? You got this written down here? And number 4 is to simplify. In your young mathematical careers, you don't have to worry about it right now, but later on you will. But it's nice to have it written there. I think you'll do well with this. So if I gave you this problem, 3/8 plus 2/3. Your first step is to, Lance, write it up and down. 3/8 plus 2/3. And my answer would be, Elijah.
It would be 8, 11, 5/8.
Kate?
5/11s.
5/8, 5/11s. Did I not just say that we don't just add the bottom numbers together? Didn't I just say that? What's rule number 2 say? Make them common denominators so that the bottoms are the same. Are the bottoms the same here?
No.
I was just seeing if you were paying attention. We can't do this problem. You don't know what the answer is. And if you think you do, you probably don't. So don't even say you do, because you don't. I was just checking to make sure. In order for you to add or subtract fractions together right now, they must have the same bottom numbers. Oh, I look at all those people crossing off stuff. All right, so in other words, if I have 3/5 minus 1/5, oh there, see they're the same bottom numbers. My first step is to Jaden,
Write them up and down.
write it up and down. 3/5 minus 1/5. Make the bottoms the same, they already are, so I go right here. I add or subtract the tops and I keep the bottoms the same. Right away, you know that your bottom number is going to be a 5. Because whatever the two bottom numbers here are same bottom numbers. Bottom number, bottom number. And then you just add or subtract the tops. I'm subtracting, so what do I get if I take 3 minus 1? Maggie?
4/5.
I'm subtracting. 3 minus 1 is
2/5.
2/5. So maybe stop me there if you don't get that or whatever it is. That's what it's going to look like there. And you don't have to draw the pictures for it. How about this one? 1/10 plus 3 tenths. What is 1/10 plus 3/10? And again, did I say you have to write the problem down? Yes. This is not mental math. You will write the problem up and down on your paper. 1/10 plus 3/10. Emily? 4/10. 15/16 minus 3/16. 15/16 minus 3/16, Molly?
12/16.
12/16. 14/100 plus 19/100. 14/100 plus 19/100. Allison? 33/100. Now, what about this? What if I have numbers in front? What if I have 5 and 1/5 plus 3 and 3/5? Go a little chink in the armor there. Same thing, you just add the numbers and you add the fractions. So Lance, we're going to get
8 and 4/5.
8 and 4/5. Add the fractions together, you get 4/5. 5 plus 3 is 8. How about 1 and 1/3 plus 2 and 1/4? 7 and 1/3 plus 2 and 1/4. Brooklyn. Well, it's possible, you just can't do it yet. There is an answer to this. It is possible, but for you right now, we don't know how to do it. What is it actually? Let's see, it'd be 4 12, 3 4 7 12. So 9 and 7 12. 9 and 7 12. By the way, I could show you could figure this out. Watch. If it was 3 and 1/2 plus 1 and 1/4, you could figure it out because of this. You know that if you have half of a circle, how many fourths is a half? 2/4, so you could say, okay, 1/2 is the same as 2/4, so now 2/4 plus 1/4 is 3/4. But that's neither here nor there, we'll get to that later on. Just like this, if you could figure out what bottom number would be the same, you could probably figure it out, but this was more fun. It doesn't work out quite that nice. But you don't have to worry about that for now. Alright then, children, your assignment, should you choose to do it and not get in trouble,